Warning, this video contains opinions that you may disagree with. Proceed with caution.
Hey, what is up, you beautiful fuckers? In this video, I'm going to be giving my opinion on all the crazy theories that people have been posting on the interwebs claiming to know who Negan killed in the Season 6 finale. Now, some of these theories are pretty good, other ones are pretty far-fetched. Now, there's two in particular that I think are far-fetched. Number one being the Orange Crush theory, where somebody says that the Orange Crush foreshadows Abraham's death. Because the orange stands for Abraham and the crush stands for Negan and Lucille crushing his fucking skull in. Now, it's a fun theory, but I really don't think there's any plausibility behind it because the orange crush has nothing to do with Abraham. It has everything to do with Denise. And as you know, Denise is long gone. But Denise wanted Daryl to find some orange crush in episode 10. But then they got into the chase with Jesus and then that got screwed up. And then in episode 14, Denise went out with Daryl. She actually found an orange crush that she was going to give to Tara. But as you know, a few minutes later, she gets killed by Dwight. Now, if you do think about it, though, after she finds the orange crush, a few minutes later, Dwight puts a arrow in the back of her head. And as you know, in the comic books, that's supposed to be Abraham who took the arrow to the back of the head. So maybe there is a little bit of plausibility there because she finds the orange crush, she gets Abraham's death. What? Mindfuckery. But yeah, I still think that that theory, there's about a 1% chance of that being true. The second theory is the one where people are just going through the Any, Mini, Miny, Mo scene claiming that they know exactly who he landed on. In my opinion, it's impossible to figure out who Negan chose from the Any, Mini, Miny, Mo sequence because of the way it was filmed. It was filmed out of order on purpose because at the time that this episode was filmed, the writers and the director didn't really know who they wanted Negan to kill. So they filmed it all out of whack just to fuck with your minds. So there's really no way to figure out who was chosen that way. Now, the one theory that actually makes sense is the POV theory, because as you know, throughout the episode, we see a POV shot from the inside of Dwight's van. So we're looking through the eyes of one of these four, either Michonne, Daryl, Rosita, or Glenn. Now, if you really look at these POV shots, you can see that we're not looking through Daryl's eyes because he's sitting closest to the doors and you can actually see the top of his head in one of the shots. So that means Daryl is not going to be the victim if we're going by the POV theory. It's got to be either Michonne, Rosita, or Glenn. Now, if you look at the POV cliffhanger death, you can see that there's no RV behind Negan. So the only one it could be is Glenn, because as you can see, Glenn has trees in his sight, and in the POV cliffhanger death, you see nothing but trees behind Negan. If he were to kill Michonne or Rosita, we would see the RV behind him. So boom. If we're going by the POV theory, has to be Glenn. That means they would be going by the comic books. That means they would be killing somebody who has been around since season 1, who is a beloved character, who would really affect the group, who would really affect the viewers, and that would make the most fucking sense. Because Michonne didn't show up till season 3. She is a beloved character, don't get me wrong. And she's definitely a beloved character by Rick. And if she died, it would really take a toll over Rick and Carl. Because, you know, that's his stepmommy. If Rosita died, I don't think anybody would care other than maybe Abraham. Because Abraham broke her heart. And then to watch Negan break her skull, that would, like, just push him to the edge. But yeah, I don't think her death would really affect the group as much, and it wouldn't affect the viewers. The viewers would just be pissed off, like, you made us wait 6 months to see Rosita get her head bashed in. What the fuck, AMC? Now, there's another theory going around that it might be Aaron who kisses Lucille in the Season 7 premiere, because Greg Nicotero posted a photo on his Instagram account that showed Daryl, and behind Daryl there was a dummy that resembled Aaron, and shortly after it was posted, it was taken down. So that has a lot of people speculating, a lot of people theorizing, and a lot of people worried. And the reason they're worried is because they don't want Aaron to get his head bashed in by Negan in the Season 7 premiere, because he's not that important. He hasn't had much screen time, and he hasn't really been around that long. He showed up in the second half of season 5, so he's only really been around about a season and a half long. So for them to kill him off instead of one of the heavy hitters like Glenn or Daryl would be foolish. It'd be complete ignorance on their part. And they would infuriate way more people than they did with that shitty cliffhanger in the season 6 finale. Guaranteed. They'd get a shit ton of hateful tweets, hateful emails, etc. So AMC, just don't do it. Don't kill off Aaron. You got to kill off one of the important ones. I don't care if you're scared you're going to lose viewership by doing it or not. You have to do it. It's for the story, and it's for us, the viewers. But then again, like I said, just because there was a dummy that resembled Aaron doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to get his head bashed in the season 7 premiere. Maybe that dummy's for a future death. Maybe he's going to die sometime later in season 7 by maybe a zombie horde or maybe another altercation with the saviors. Who knows? But I really do think that dummy was a mold of Aaron, so it could mean anything. I'm just really hoping it doesn't mean that he's going to be the one who Lucille murderizes. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I still believe that it's going to be Glenn. I think this is going to be the one time they finally stick to the comic books. Kill him off. It's going to affect Maggie because she's going to go to the hilltop, and then, you know, her story arc is going to expand drastically. It's going to really affect Rick. It's going to affect pretty much everybody, because everybody in the group likes Glenn. He's been around for a long time. You know, it's going to affect Abraham, Eugene, and Rosita, because Glenn was the first one out of Rick's group to come across Eugene, Abraham, and Rosita. And, you know, Glenn actually saved Rick's life in the first season by helping him get out of that whole tank zombie horde situation. So, I mean, Glenn's done a lot of good for everybody that are on their knees right now, and his death would affect everybody majorly. So, I'm going to stick with Glenn regardless of what all the theories say. What about you guys? Who do you think's going to get killed off? Do you agree with any of these theories that have been posted on the YouTubes or the interwebs? Let me know below, guys, and we'll continue this lovely conversation. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like. If you didn't, hit that dislike, and leave your beautiful, hateful comments in the section below. I can't wait to read them. Ooh, baby. God damn it. What the fuck happened? Ah, fuck it.